Greetings and welcome to Shadowstar. This is a Starship Intelligence Review video for Star Trek Online. And no, we are not talking about the ship on screen. It's already out. No, this Intelligence Review will be on a ship that is coming out very soon. So I can't quite show you in game yet. These Intelligence Review videos are designed to be quicker than my standard stats reviews and visual reviews. We'll be going over the stats, then discussing what that means with a brief look as well at the design of the ship in question. With this being said, please get comfortable, understand the era we may be talking about, and without further ado, I'm Captain Ri'shad, aka the Renegade. Shall we begin? Okay guys, so allow me to introduce you to the Janeway Class. Well, actually it's a super mega hyper refit Intrepid class if you are Star Trek Discovery itself. But yeah, I like Star Trek Online's approach of calling it the Janeway Class. It makes more sense than saying it's an Intrepid class. Yeah. Well, what do I have to say here? Okay, right, before we get into the stats, because I know you guys really want to hear the stats, but I feel like this has to be said because this is a main concern of mine, and I do believe that there are going to be people out there like myself who have this concern. To explain, when Star Trek Discovery first came out, we had Season 1, we had a whole group of new ships in the Battle of the Binary Stars, and seen more and more after that. They were pretty nice ships, yes, and STO brought them to us as Zen ships. Zen ships. It even included Star Trek Discovery's Klingon vessel, which was really nice. Yes, we got the Crossfield as a lockbox ship, I believe it was. In fact, we got a few variants of Crossfield that way. We got the Charon introduced in an interesting way. We got the Walker class brought in as a low-buy ship. And we got the Discovery Constitution and the Discovery's Defiant, also through promo ships. That's a lot that they brought out to us. So what's my concern? It's the fact that the very first ship we're seeing is a promo ship. Yes, they've come with a really good option straight off the bat. But there's signs from this promo ship that has me fearing that the next lot of ships that come from Discovery's Season 3, none of them are going to be Zen ships, and I'm very worried about this. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping quite a few of them will be Zen ships, because that would be nice to see. But, okay. STO, you have me concerned. Now let's actually get into the stats. So please take note that this is a very beautiful looking ship. Very beautiful looking, and some very nice design images we're getting from it. I feel like Cryptic have recreated this ship really nicely. Her stats are very interesting as well. A tier 6 vessel available to the Federation Allied. Leveling as you leave tutorial. She has the hull modifier of 1.3, shield modifier of 1.1. 4 forward weapons, 2 aft, 3 device slots, a base turn rate of 14, impulse modifier of 0.22, inertia of 60, bonus power settings of +5 to engines, +15 to auxiliary. Her console is the photonic cannon, we'll get into that shortly. She has inspirational abilities, the Federation Battle Cloak of 32nd Century, subsystem targeting, sensor analysis, and the secondary deflector, as yes, she's a science vessel and has the science vessel ability package with a nice trait too. 4 tactical consoles, 2 engineering, 5 science, and is able to have a lieutenant commander tactical officer, an ensign engineering, weak, lieutenant commander science, lieutenant commander science, commander science command, and a lieutenant universal miracle worker. Okay. Interesting stats, no? She's a science vessel, but with an unusual weapon layout. 4 forward weapons, 2 aft. and unusual hull / shield modifiers. The hull is stronger than the shield for a change. So what does this mean for the ship? Essentially, she's got a lot of potential in very unusual ways, and that is yeah, that's raising some questions with me. First of all, she's going to be a decent hull tank with decent shield tankiness capabilities, even though that is kind of low. Thankfully, she can regroup that in a sort of regenerative way. But my chief concern here is that despite having a really high hull modifier, she has a very low engineering console amount. Now, yes, there's a lot of universal consoles that will allow you to increase and reinforce your starship's durability to still give her relatively decent tanking capabilities. It's weird to say this these days, but you can actually, when you're talking about tanks and sort of science capabilities, you don't always 100% really need to look at the consoles for this, because of the number of universal consoles you can get. Only DPS really relies heavily on the console numbers, but so does support, kind of. This is why I'm not really going to say she's not going to be good at hull tanking, but I do think that it would have been nice to see a bit more engineering capability, so you could use some more. You're not really going to sacrifice your science and tactical capabilities just to make her tougher and able to endure more. However, with her weapons layout, with the fact she has 4 tactical console slots, and the fact that she has relatively decent science consoles, you ready for where this is going here? She has extremely good tactical and science DPS capabilities. And she can equip cannons, dual heavy cannons and that. You're going to find she's actually really devastatingly strong. At least as the DPS front. It's only 6 weapons, yeah, but she's got potential. My issue really then comes in after that, in the fact that as far as support goes, she's absolutely amazing support. That's going to go without question. God damn, she's got a secondary deflector. Her bridge officers, though, take away from some of the most refined areas you need. My problem with her is this. She's got Lieutenant Commander Tactical, that's good. But that's the only tactical seating. So you're going to have to choose, if you're going DPS front, you're going to have to choose whether you're going to prioritize engineering abilities in your Miracle Worker seat, or if you're going to prioritize more tactical abilities and sacrifice your engineering. Which, considering a lot of DPS builds make use of a certain ability, that's going to be a problem. You've then also got the fact that this ship is very heavy on the science, so her support capabilities, her side front, is through the roof. There's no way you're going to need to use that universal position as a science ability. I'm very uncertain of what to think for her builds as a result of this. I mean, I was going to say she's got a huge potential thanks to the secondary deflector. But then that's then kind of been slightly negated by the bridge officer scenes, and I'm really uncertain of what to think here. I'm sorry, I am. However, the Federation Battle Cloak 32nd Century, that's one of the things I like as well on this ship. Why? Simple. It's a battle cloak. She can go in and out of cloaking with the trait we're going to talk about. That's a really good thing. Also, 32nd Century to me says we're getting a special visual, and I will love to see a new visual added, especially considering this is such an expensive ship to get. Oh boy. Now, Admiralty's settings are quite nice. She has 21 engineering, 68 science, and 37 tactical, with plus 25 to attack when she's alone. Her console, the photonic cannon. Well, what's concerning me here is there's no mention of passive abilities, only the active. That's I'm going to go on a guess here, and because the photonic cannon is doing, I'm going to assume that this is going to have something like maybe phaser damage boost, as I'm going to guess this is a phaser damage console anyway, or it'll have like armor penetration, shield penetration, something like that, and then something else to reinforce maybe science readiness or something along that line, just to give this, just because I feel like this is going to be a DPS kind of console. However, as for its actual primary active effects, these sound quite strong. She includes a ensuite sensor masking, which is going to help you hide the ship and prevent you from taking fire, which is great if you need to recover a little bit, while simultaneously letting you maintain fire by using the other effect of this console, which is its lance. It is a photonic cannon. I'm calling it a lance, but it's a cannon. So you've got a photonic cannon firing a heavy amount of damage output. I'm going to assume between 1 to 3 bursts, and I reckon it's going to have relatively average damage for what we get for these kind of consoles. Probably hitting the area of a heavy phaser lance. Hopefully it'll be somewhat similar to the synth lance that we had. If it's sick in that territory, this could be a really good console, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, something I do really like the sound of is this space trait though, the Starship trait, enhanced cloaking integration. Now this is sounding really good for any build. As what it does for you is it basically adds additional benefits to entering and exiting cloak. As you enter cloak, you will get a whole bit of hull restoration over time, helping you recover relatively quickly, I'm assuming. I don't think it's going to be that powerful, or they'll consider it broken. And it will boost your maneuverability, giving you a chance to get yourself out of danger if you're in danger. Admittedly, remember, your shields will be offline though. While exiting the cloak will give you a boost to fire cycle haste, and that's for all your weapons. Considering when you exit cloak anyway, you get a boost of damage, especially if you've got your positioning right. You're going to be able to do a lot of damage with the ship from leaving cloak. Honestly, I can see this being a very useful console. What's better though is the fact, trait, very useful trait. What's better though is this will work with the cloaking consoles and or other ships that have cloaking capabilities, such as your Klingon vessels and your birds of prey. Sorry, your warbirds, the Romulans. Let me get that right. Definitely, the trait is something here that I think has got a lot of potential behind it. Now then, the last thing we need to know here is, what the ship comes with, and that's its phasers. The 32nd century phasers, which will sound like they're doing basically the same thing as the Mirror Universe linked phasers. Why do I say this? Well, Bridge Officer recharge time. These phasers do the same thing there, of they're giving you a chance, instead of a guaranteed like the Terran phasers do. Not Agony linked phasers, the Terran linked phasers do. They give you a guaranteed recharge time. These ones are a chance recharge time for Bridge Officer abilities, so I'm assuming all tactical, science and engineering. I assume it will affect all of them, which may make this better, and provides an upfront burst of recovery and acceleration. Provides a upfront burst of recovery and acceleration recharge for a significant duration. That's nice. That sounds like that's going to be really good. And apparently repeated triggers of this effect will also... repeated triggers of this effect provides an upfront burst as well, with bonus over time. So it's going to stack. Now that's nice as well. Meaning having more of these phases on your ship is going to be a good thing. This version of weapon, apparently, that is coming with the Enterprise J is not upgradable, so that's concerning. However, but these weapons will be available in the future. Now, remember what I said about I have a concern about the fact that this is a promo ship and the way this has been introduced. This is telling me and warning people there is going to be a 32nd century Discovery lockbox. That was we always knew that was going to happen. But there's going to be that coming out, and it's going to have these weapons in it. That's nice. That's okay. We get to play with the weapons before they're actually released in the lockbox. But the fact that this is so poignant is telling me that there's going to be a lot of this behaviour, and I'm concerned. I'm very, very concerned about it. Now, immediately when you try to get this ship, you will have the chance of getting some of these. So, to quickly note, they are quite powerful. You have got some very powerful options down here as other ships you could select from. Oh, what was I talking about? Other crossfields? But to say, I reckon this ship is going to be relatively good. It's going to be a good option from the pack. I would just like to state though that the current event that's going on that gives you a chance to get a promotional pack that will let you get one of these ships if you wish will not allow you to get this ship. It will only allow you to get, well, every other ship here. In this list here, it will let you get. These ships that won't let you get at the moment is the Synth ship and this one, and any other ships released this year. Keep that in mind, please. So with this being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. This video is longer than I wanted it to be, I'm sorry. Then again, I had a lot to say on this ship. The Janeway Class is an interesting ship. I'm not really sure I'm going to really want to back it up, because this to me is not a good thing. The fact that it's already a promo ship. But it does have reasonably good stats, so let's give it a little bit of credit. Let me know, guys, what you think of her. I would love to read in the comments section what you guys think of this ship. Are you happy that she's being released as a promo? Would you prefer it to be a Zen ship? Are you happy that she has unusual stats? Let me know. And can I just say a huge thank you to all of you who have watched through this video to the end and taken the time out of your day in doing so. As well as a massive thank you to the people currently credited on screen, my patrons, my donors, my Twitch subscribers, because I could not do this without you. All of your unbelievable support of this channel goes towards equipment and also being able to do these reviews, as well as acquire the ships to actually review the ship properly and do the visual reviews. Thank you everyone that has helped out the channel. Hopefully you will check out the description to possibly see if you wish to support the channel yourself. But also check out our social medias, Twitch, Discord and Twitter. And can I just say thank you for watching. Hopefully you've hit the subscribe and bell so you catch up with me on next time. And if you have, then I'll see you next time. Take care, people, and remember, live long and prosper, my friends. Ciao for now.